Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Backmarkers ReScreened LLC Regional Late Model Tour. This is round one, the BMR World Classic presented by Team 53. We are at North Wilkesboro tonight. It's going to be a hell of a show. Up in the booth, I got myself. I'm Jay Bast. Thanks for being with us tonight. I'm joined by Brady Powers. How you doing, Brady?
You know, I'm doing all right. Excited for a great race tonight. Get to see some new cars, new faces on the track. So.
Oh yeah, absolutely, and it's the start of a new season as well. And part of that new season is last season's champion. We've got Jacob Bradley up here with us, and he's going to be doing some race control as well. How you doing, Jacob?
Doing pretty good. I'm hoping everybody keeps in line tonight and we have a good race.
Yeah, hopefully everybody keeps their nose clean. We've got a few minutes left in our practice session for the grid of 19 as it sits. So a great turnout for round one at North Wilkesboro here. We're going to have, in about 8 minutes time, we're going to do a solo 2-lap qualifier. And top 6 from there are going to advance to the feature race. But everybody else is getting put in a heat race. 20-lap shootout. And top 16 there is going to advance. But as it sits now, it looks like nobody's going home. Everybody's racing tonight. We're going to have a nice full field here at North Wilkesboro. Taking a look at Tyler Barnett in that number 13 car, just giving a little love tap and straightening out Jackson Samsel there in the 57. Oh, he wasn't too happy with that.
No, he was not. Yeah, those guys are some good buddies right there. Just some fun little racing before the race starts here. Honestly, who do you think you got your eyes on tonight, Jay?
I'm looking at Tyler. You know, he's set a really great lap with that 1850 up there on the pole for practice. I know Chase Berry's a new face to the Backmarkers League, but he's a hot shoe that we brought in from Payday Racing, I believe. So he's definitely going to keep Tyler on his toes.
One face I got on my eyes on tonight is Ryan J. Rose. Brand new to Backmarkers. Haven't really talked to him much, but seems like a pretty fast guy with an 18.59.
Lots of great laps being set out there in this practice session so far. And here we're looking at Robert Bropes and that 5 machine. Beautiful paint job. Love that chrome number 5, looking good.
One thing I did learn from the guys tonight, it is a huge tire degrading track. So that is one thing to watch out for. Late in the big runs, you're gonna notice some people are struggling with tires a little bit.
That's very interesting because with this new late model car, they added a whole bunch of horsepower, but they added a lot of tire as well. So there's a lot of traction in the beginning of the tire stints. So it's definitely going to be interesting to see some fall off and how the drivers are able to manage that and shift that balance between the right front and right rear on these corners here on this 0.62 mile track. So
One of the big things that contributes to the heavy grip in these cars is having a large camber on the front tires. It helps the car corner a lot better, but that also contributes to really high tire degradation on some of these older tracks like North Wilkesboro is in this game.
that's some great insight there. As we see Clifton Simmons trying out the high line. Looks like there's a few marbles and some dirt up there.
Looks like so far that he's making it work against the 5 car of Robert Bropes.
Settling in behind them, but keeping his nose in his mirror. Making sure Robert knows Clifton's there. And before we get into the qualifying session in just about 4 minutes time, I want to say a quick thank you to Team 53. Team 53 provides asphalt setups for the late model stock, super late model, and silver crown. Driver coaching is also available as well to help you get faster on iRacing. You can catch team owner Justin Laxton racing this summer in a late model, both on iRacing and in real life, which is pretty cool. Visit facebook.com/team53wi for more information on setups and coaching and to follow along with his racing journey. Saw a post yesterday from Justin where just got himself a brand new race car. So very excited to see his journey there and how well he can do in real life as well as he's doing in iRacing, you know?
Yeah.
A lot of yellow paints out tonight. We've got the 11 of Chase Barry and the 33 of Caleb Durgan. A lot of fluorescent paint jobs out there tonight. You want to be...
You know I love my bright colored paint schemes out there.
Absolutely. I am also a fan. You want to be big in the mirrors of the car ahead, you know? Show them you're crazy, yeah, as I like to say. Stole that from Matt Malone, but...
I feel like you get a little bit more scared if you see a bright yellow car behind you instead
Absolutely.
of a black car.
Definitely hard
a lot
to
of
ignore.
blue cars here tonight.
The whole rainbow is well represented here. We've got some white and
Sean
purple
Johnson.
and pink. We've got Tyler Barnett in the heat wave paint. Jump over to Sean Johnson and that RC Cola, if I'm reading that properly. Yeah, that's great. Sean Johnson.
Got Matthew Miller in a beautiful Mobile 1 car, Mobile 1 Pegasus car.
Oh, lovely. Good throwback scheme. Haven't seen a Mobile 1 car in a while. This is a fun little practice battle with Sean Johnson and Jackson Samsel. Sean got a good run out of turn 4 and just took the bottom as Jackson goes for the bump and run, and Sean's not going to take any of that. Everybody's getting it out of their system before the race starts.
It's always good to see.
See the 45 car hauling off on the start-finish line, pulling Josh Williams there.
We got a little battle here between Tyler Barnett and Chase Berry. Tyler Barnett's making that outside line work.
Yes, he is, and these are the 1 and 2 top times in practice. The 38 car is going to send it in there as well, shoot the middle. Tyler's going to back out of it, but Clifton's going to take over the battle with Chase.
Chase is a solid driver. I've raced against him a few times in a few different leagues, and definitely has some interesting tire strategies, but somehow he always ends up in the top 5 at the end, so happy to see him racing here.
Yeah, I'd love to see alternate strategies pay off, and I'm sure Chase will be a fantastic addition to the Backmarkers ReScreened LLC Regional Late Model Tour this season.
Speaking of that, looks like we've got no more time left in practice, and qualifying is just about to begin.
Checkered flag is out. And once again, folks, we're going to have a 2-lap solo qualifier for all these drivers. They're going to do a little time trial. And the top 6 times will advance to the feature race. Everybody else is going to duke it out in a 20-lap heat race to set the rest of the grid. Couple drivers starting their laps now. We've got Caleb Durgan in that 33 car.
Really love what they did with the cockpits of these new late model cars.
Yeah, they look great. Lots of detail, you know. Shifter looks real cool. See Caleb really trying to hold that bottom line. This is North Wilkesboro is a classic short track where shortest line is usually the fastest.
A short line here around 1 and 2 though could be costly. If someone's pinning you down, you're gonna get a little bit of that grass coming off the exit.
Yeah, I don't want any grass. No grass. And it looks like Chase Berry took the provisional pole spot with an 1852, followed by Logan Monteith and Ryan J. Rose in that third spot. Couple drivers left to do their laps. As we see Robert Brobst out on track. Sean Johnson's going to take that third spot with an 1871. Robert Brobst crosses the line in 8th position in 1877. Tyler Barnett's out on track. He's another one to watch. He rounds the corner in turn 4 on his first flying lap. Gonna put it in P3. In 1861. Excuse me, that was his second flying lap.
That's a good lap time right there.
Blake Hoppy able to improve on that even further with an 1857. .66 for his second lap. It looks like your first lap is gonna be faster out here in North Wilkesboro today.
Interesting back there. A lot of these shorter tracks, you want to run that second lap. You want to run the wall in 3 and 4, get all that speed that you can for that second lap. But it looks like we got some first lap fast times here.
Let's see if we can pull up some results so far. It's like another few seconds until the session ends and we can grab the top 6 drivers.
We see Adam D. Lang up there. And then it ran a really hot practice lap, but gave it to us in the qualifying lap. Blake Hopp's also up there. And then you see some guys that had a good practice lap, but also kind of struggled in the qualifying. Tyler Barnett got moved down from fastest in practice to 4th in qualifying. Chase Berry on pole.
Chase Berry improved a great deal as the session switches over to the heat race. Let's take a look at some qualifying results. Looks like your top 6 that are going to advance to the main feature race are Chase Berry, Adam Lang, Blake Hoppy, Tyler Barnett, Logan Monteith, and Sean Johnson in that 32 car. Less than 2/10 separating P1 and P6. But Ryan Rose is going to start on the pole in this feature, or excuse me, this 20-lap heat race. to get everybody moving. Got Ryan Rose, Dade Grajewski, Carter Dyson, Jared Merchant, Robert Brobst, Clifton Simmons, Caleb Durgan, BJ Sheldon, Marshall Duggan, Jackson Samsel, Anthony Cangelosi, Matthew Miller, and Abraham Kalufa in that 19th spot. Did not set a qualifying time.
Honestly, it might be an interesting strategy. They're not setting a qualifying time, starting in their rear, knowing nobody's going home tonight. Might be an interesting strategy here.
Yep, save it, save your car, and start from the back, avoid the wrecks, and try to move up from there. That could work. And the pace car is off. The cars are rolling. Ryan Rose in that 78 machine starting on pole. Dade Grajewski on the outside in that 6 car. Definitely one to watch on these short tracks.
Yeah, definitely want to watch how they get that outside line moving here, or if it just dies down like it usually does on these short tracks.
Another one to watch is that 5 car starting back in P5, 3rd row on the inside. Robert Brobst, another very aggressive driver. I think with a few cars in front of him, he's gonna try to dive to the inside and try to scare a couple people. And I think he can definitely make up a few spots to improve his starting position, as the 33 just goes right into the back of him, not anticipating the checkup behind the pace car there. Pace car is going to duck off into pit lane, and we're going to take the green flag, and Ryan Rose is not going to get a good start. Dade Grajewski takes the lead on the outside. The number 2 car of Jared Merchant riding on the outside, trying to slow down Ryan.
Honestly, a quick green flag there. As soon as pace car goes down, you got to be ready to go. I saw Ryan Rose there get a little held up there and didn't expect that quick green flag, and that's going to give Dade Grajewski the lead.
Absolutely.
Followed by the 2 car of Jared Merchant, and then the 78 car of Ryan Rose.
You saw Ryan Rose get a little loose off of turn 4 a couple laps ago, and the 2 car gave the 6 a big push. And 78 is just trying to file into line and run some laps here as the 6 car goes real high and lets the 78 onto his inside. 78's going to go late on the brakes, try to get by Dade in that 6 car, and he clears him.
Ryan Rhodes back to the lead. Honestly, a great move. Staying on that inside, really committing your nose in there and forcing everybody up the track. One car that's kind of come through the field a little bit, Carter Dyson.
Carter Dyson doing a great job in that black 15 machine, Legacy Motor Club. Made up a fair few positions. Robert Brobst is right there on his tail, as the 78 of Ryan Rhodes gets a decent gap. Couple car lengths as the 6 car of Dade Grajewski just slides up into the 2 of Jared. A little rub-in is always expected in short track racing.
Especially here at North Wilkesboro. Very hard to make these corners, so sometimes you're going to get into an opponent or 2 here.
It looks like the 2 car of Jared Merchant is also able to get a car length or 2 on Dade. Top 4 is just about single file. Not if Robert Brobst can say anything about it. He's on the outside of the 33 car, looking at the 15 of Carter Dyson as well.
Good move there by Robert.
Good move on the outside to
Not
clear
a lot
the
of people
33.
expect. Looks like people are finding some very little speed, but enough to get around another car on this outside lane.
As the 6 of Dade Grajewski gets a little loose on the outside once again, and the 15 of Carter Dyson just takes that invitation in the inside. And they're side by side coming into turn 3. Dade leaves a lot of space and gets a good run on the outside, but too long of a distance, and Carter can still clear him. Oh, but Dade's looking for the old switcheroo and trying to switch back onto the inside, but he's just not close enough, and Carter gets a car length or two on the exit of turn 2 as well.
Beautiful move by Carter right there.
Great moves all around. You see Robert Brobst taking that outside line. He's been trying it a few times so far. Lap 12 of this 20-lap heat race. He's just on the tail of that 33 car, again trying the high entry with the 38 of Clifton Simmons on his inside as well.
Clifton's thinking about getting a run here on Robert. Back that up a little bit. Robert keeps running that I line, can't make up that much speed. Clifton might have a free spot out of him.
And 33 car of Caleb Durgan is fighting with the 6 of Dade Grajewski as well. He clears him. 6 car switching back, trying to get to the inside. 33 closes the door on him. Caleb takes that 4th spot. Looks like we're getting a little racy for P2 as well. 2 car Jared Merchant defending from the 15 of Carter Dyson. Carter's on his inside. Gets a great run out of 4.
Looks like they're about even there.
Stays
Carter's
with him.
still going to be in there on his inside. Oh, Carter got some run. Jared got loose on the outside. And Carter almost takes it away from him fully.
Just
Carter's
about.
still right there. And
Jared's still trying to fight back. Now he's got the car length on him on the exit of 4. A great move from Carter Dyson to take that 3rd spot. Excuse me, 2nd spot.
Notice Jared there got a little bit into those marbles up there, getting the car really loose. Hopefully he's not using too many of those tires.
That high line really looks punishing. If you get just 1 inch too far, you get into those marbles, and then you start getting loose and you just kill your run. We say this as Ryan Rose has been able to take this opportunity to take a 2-second lead from all of the rest of the cars fighting for positions back there. But Ryan was able to keep it clean. Started from the pole. Had a couple of fights here and there in the opening laps of this heat race. But it's going to take the white flag here for the last lap and secure his 7th position, starting in the feature race. A great run from Ryan Rose.
Oh yeah, really showed how well he is in these cars and showed that he can pull away from the leaders if need be. Great first race for Ryan Rose.
As the 78 machine crosses the line and takes the checkered flag. Ryan Rose, Carter Dyson, and P2. Jared Merchant, BJ Sheldon. Oh, excuse me. It looks like the results got a little scrambled here. We can Heat 1 results. We've got Ryan Rose taking the win. 2 seconds back is Carter Dyson in that 15 car. Jared Merchant coming home P3. And then we've got Caleb Durgan, Dade Grajewski, Robert Brobst, Clifton Simmons, BJ Sheldon, Jackson Samsel, Marshall Duggan in that 10th spot, Abraham Kalufa, Matthew Miller, and Anthony Cangalosi rounding out the top 13. Looks like we're going to have a short warm-up session for the drivers to get a couple of laps in before the main race. We've got a 150 lap feature tonight. And we want to take this opportunity to say a quick thank you to ReScreened LLC. If you're in the Southwest Florida area and in need of a pool enclosure, check out ReScreened LLC. They're offering a 3-year warranty with a bubble-free guarantee. Thanks to ReScreened LLC for supporting the Backmarkers ReScreened LLC Regional Late Model Tour. Thanks again.
One thing I'm excited to see here is we've got Ryan Rose, who just won the heat race and starting P7 in the big race. So hopefully we can see some action from him going through the field. Maybe even Carter Dyson or Jared Merchant following.
Yeah, this is going to make for an amazing battle all throughout the field, with Ryan putting on an awesome show in that heat race. I'm sure the top 6 are not at all settled for their positions as well. And again, there was 2/10 separating P1 and P6 in qualifying. We're going to have a nice, close, stacked battle here for 150 laps at North Wilkesboro.
Honestly, personal preference here, but I'd like to run a heat race before a main event just to see how the track's feeling, seeing how it's getting rubbered in, seeing how the car feels after a long run. These top 6 cars are not going to know how that feels after a while. You might see a few of the heat top 3 or top 5 go through them at the end of this.
Yeah, that's a great point, Brady. I mean, the top 6 drivers have this 3-minute warm-up opportunity to feel out the track and how it's developing with wear and such, but there's no replacement for seat time in wheel-to-wheel racing. So I'm sure Ryan Rose, again, he had some practice defending, he had some practice attacking. I'm sure he's gonna be feeling pretty good in that 7th spot. As we set the grid for the feature race, your starting on pole is going to be Chase Barry in that 11 car. Then Adam Lang in P2, Blake Hoppy P3, Tyler Barnett P4, Logan Monteith in the 99 P5, Sean Johnson, good old Moon Pie in the 32 car, starting P6, Ryan Rose, your Heat 1 winner in P7, Carter Dyson in the 15 machine, then Jared Merchant, Caleb Durgan in P10, Dade Grajewski, Robert Brobst in 12th, then Clifton Simmons, BJ Sheldon, Jackson Samsel, Marshall Duggan, Abraham Kalufa, Matthew Miller, and Anthony Cangelosi rounding out the field in that 19th spot, in that 96 machine. We've got a great race in our hands.
Just got some news. We will be having a comp caution at lap 75.
Competition caution at lap 75. Sounds good. Looks
Gonna
like
add some interesting results to it. Maybe mix up the field a little bit.
Definitely gonna mix up the field a little bit. Give the drivers that need it an opportunity to take a faster pair, take some tires, and definitely change up the strategy. There's one set of tires for all the drivers to use. One extra set, rather, in addition to the ones that are on the car. Big shout out to everybody in the YouTube chat. We've got Taylor, Tyler, Matthew, he's not last, congrats. And Cofield. How's it going, everybody? Welcome, welcome. Good to have you. Everybody's lined up, getting ready to take that green flag. Now, the heat race guys know that it's an early green flag, but do the pole sitters know? So the pace car dives in, and immediately the green flag comes out. The 11 car of Chase Berry gets a great jump. 7 car gets a good run on the outside. That's Adam Lang. We're still 2 by 2 for a good 6 rows in.
Yeah, looks like we're not really getting an outside. Oh, looks like we got a turn. 78 got turned around.
As the 11 and 7 are
Saved it,
still
though.
side by side.
78 got turned around, saved it though, kept it on the apron, so there's going to be no caution for that.
All right. I believe that was Clifton Simmons. We'll take a look at the lead again as Tyler Barnett is fighting for that second spot on the outside of the 11 car. The 11 car started on pole, and now he finds himself in P3. Great couple of corners from Adam Lang and Tyler Barnett as Tyler's just chasing down the 7 machine of Adam Lang now. A bit of a stack up further in the field. We've got Logan in that 99 and P6. 32 car of Sean Johnson is on the outside, falling back a bit. 23 car side by side with 32. The 32 car gets a good exit on turn 4. Still side by side. Blake
They've been
Hoppy
running
in
the
that
side by
23.
side. They've been running the side by side battle for a while now. Looks like a few laps.
This is not going to do good for anybody's tires.
Oh no.
But this is the opportunity to take those positions early in the race as we just get onto lap 6 here. Now, 99 is side by side with 32, and there's a little wall scrape for 32, I think that was.
Adam and Tyler are getting out to a little bit of a lead here over Chase Berry.
Little wall scrape for the field as well. Chase Berry hanging on to that 3rd spot with Blake Hoppy in the 23 car chasing him down. I imagine Blake is going to try to settle in and push that 11 car up to close the gap to the top 2. But as I say that, 23 looks like he's showing his nose on the inside. Trying to get that 11 car of Chase Berry to start sweating a little, start looking in his mirrors, get a little distracted, miss a couple marks, and 23 cars using that outside exit of turn 1 to get a little bit of a run.
Right now we've got 8th, 9th, 10th, and 11th, all very close to one another. Running pretty decent even lines. All looking very contempt.
Looks like 6/10 separate P6 and P10. So about 5 cars there in a line. Even more than that. Everybody's settled in nicely.
One car that I'm kind of sad to see what happened to him was Ryan Rose. Got turned a little bit on the earlier laps, and now he's trying to battle his way through the field. Went all the way back to P15.
Let's see if we can pull up a quick replay of that. We watched the 78 of Ryan Rhodes a few laps ago, gets just a little bit of help from that 2 car. Just turns him onto the grass and sends him to the back of the pack. Looks like he fell all the way down to 17th spot at one point. So to see him back up to 13th is pretty great. But say that, and the 84 of Abraham Kalufa just goes around the outside of him. So maybe the 78's got some damage after that incident. He might be one of those drivers looking to take that fast repair at the competition caution on lap 75. So they're still side by side for P14. 78 just almost touches the rear quarter of the 84 there. But it looks
like we got Blake Hoppy trying to go for P3 here against Chase Berry. A little battle for 3rd. And caution is out.
Caution's out. Let's see if
Abraham Kalufa.
Pull up a replay.
Notice he was in the wall.
Oh, Abraham just gets a little loose off of turn 4 and just goes nose first into that inside pit wall. Unfortunate incident, but it's really easy to do. I'm sure he was overheating his tires when running side by side with the 78 of Ryan Rose there for a few laps. So that did not do him any favors.
Like Abraham might be out for tonight. Got a blowing engine.
Looks like he's just able to keep it running and take his fast repair with his pit stop. Take his set of tires now on lap 78 or 17, excuse me. It's our first caution of the day. Let's take this opportunity to say thank you to Team 53. If you're looking to improve your understanding of cars and tracks on iRacing, look no further than Team 53. Team 53 has a driver development program to help you get faster on iRacing. Team 53 also offers setup for the late model stock, super late model, and silver crown. Check out facebook.com/team53wi for more information on how to sign up. And a special thank you to Justin Laxton for providing our setups for tonight. Makes excellent late model setups, and fixed setup is applied to all of the drivers you're watching tonight. So thanks to Team 53 and Justin Laxton again.
Looks like that caution was gonna obviously get blamed on the 84 there. Just a little self-spin.
Yeah, unfortunate mistake. You know, it's easy to do, especially after battling a few laps in a row. You know, you're running side by side, running really hard on the entrance of these corners. The right front takes a beating, and that shifts the balance to the rear. And next thing you know, you're just a passenger going into the wall. So unfortunate incident, but I'm sure Abraham will be able to come back from it.
Might see some big movers here on this restart. Trying to go past some slower guys. Pace car is going to turn off here. It's going to be a quick green flag. You better be ready for it. And it's already there.
The 7 car gets a huge jump. 13 coming with him on the outside, just about clears the 11 car on his inside. Top 2 are going to run away with it. And they're just about going to go single file. And another caution. You know what they say, cautions breed cautions, as we see the 38 and 84. Oh, and the 72 is out there too. BJ Sheldon. Let's pull back a little bit and see if we can grab a replay of what caused that incident. It looks like even further up, Dade Grajewski goes backwards and just causes a little bit of chaos. Let's see if we can watch that back one more time. There's Dade Grajewski. The 96 car just sneaks by him. Unfortunately, the 72 and the 38 aren't as lucky. But again, it's a long race. Second caution of the day. It's lap 22. We've got 130 or so more to go.
Yeah, we still got a long race here. Little lap 22. Caution. Second caution of the night. Hopefully this doesn't breed into more cautions, but you just never know.
Looks like the biggest mover of that caution was Anthony Cangelosi in that 96 car. He's able to move up 5 spots by avoiding some of that carnage. So props to him. Some support for Adam Lang in the chat. Running first right now on the second caution of the day. Been doing a great job on the restarts to pull a little bit of a gap and keep his nose clean.
Looks like Dade Grajewski is going to be blamed for that caution. Have to take all the way back to EOL.
Understandable. I believe it was the 6 car that got a little bit loose on the exit of turn 2 there. Caused a bit of chaos. And it looks like he was able to take his fast repair and get back out on track. Field's gonna form up double wide now. Looks like it's gonna be 1 to go as the lights on the pace car go out. Adam Lang in the 7 car, starting on the outside. Tyler Barnett right there on his inside. Trying to get the jump as the pace car peels off into the pit lane. Green flag is out. 7 car gets a great jump on the field. 13 car is going to slot into that gap between the 23. Blake Hoppy slotting in as well. Adam Lang on the inside trying to clear the 32 car of Sean Johnson. 32 is going to send it into the corner. Just try to clear him, but it's not enough. Almost clear on the way in, but he's going to leave a lane low as 11 and 33 are going to have a little bit of side-by-side contact. Yellow on yellow crimes. It's
Chase Berry's not having a good restart here. It's falling back. Oh, gets turned by the 2 car.
Turned, the 99 and 78 go into them. Oh, and it looks like the 5 car got collected as well as the 38. 45 going around. 6 car and 17 were able to just get it stopped. Oh.
That is a big pile up and a lot of big contenders out of it. Going back of the field.
Logan Monty, definitely a huge contender in that one. Looks
Chase Berry also. Robert Brobst.
Let's see if we can grab a replay. Oh, even further back than this. That's a lot of smoke in that replay. And there, as you can see, the 11 car just gets a little bit loose. Let's see. Not quite sure if he had help, but it was early enough in the caution that took out a whole bunch of cars. 78 able to roll it off. 99 getting a mouthful of wall as well. Trying to straighten his car out. Unfortunate incident. The 99 car is going to peel into the pit lane and take that fast repair on lap 31. Is that the 2 car stopped on the start-finish straight? Looks like he's letting some cars by.
That was an interesting caution there. Looks like the 2 car is going to get blamed for it by sending the 11 car.
2 car
hate
must
to see
have
it, but
a little touch
like
to the 11. Yep, it happens.
Yeah, I mean, short track racing is going to happen one way.
Absolutely, these guys are racing real hard. It's a full contact sport here at North Wilkesboro.
Oh yes.
Adam Lang in that 7 car, still holding on to that first position. Doing great on the restarts. I think he's going to have a few more restarts to test his speed. And Tyler Barnett there in the 13 car and that Heatwave car on the inside, looking to take the position away. Tyler's a smart driver, though. I wouldn't be surprised if he is letting the 7 car get a touch of a jump just so he can slot in behind him and pull a gap to the rest of the field and just get their laps done. It's early in this race. Don't want to see caution after caution. But here we go again as the pace car peels off into the pit lane. Green flag is out. The 7 car gets a good jump again on that outside of turn 4. 13 car is going to slot in behind him, as is the 23, and a little bit of the touch, and we're 3 wide for P4.
That was a good battle right there.
23, 33, and the 15 of Carter Dyson, all fighting hard for this 4th position. That 5 car is going to stick his nose on the outside as well.
Beautiful battle for 3rd here right now. We're 2 wide. Oh,
32 and
Sean
23.
Johnson's going to get a little loose there.
They've been side by side all day. 33 is going to stick his nose in as well. It's Caleb Durgan. A little bit of a wall tap for Robert Brobst, it seems like. Robert Brobst is up 5 positions so far. Another tap of the wall. It looks like the outside of turn 2 is struggling a little bit on that high line.
We have Caleb Durgan also up 5 positions. Started P10th. Now he's up to P5, battling for P4. Definitely going to be a hot car to watch tonight.
Yeah, some awesome runs from our heat race contenders. They're really doing a great job of moving up the pack. 33 car is sandwiched between the 32 of Sean Johnson and the 15 of Carter Dyson. I think our drivers are starting to settle into their lines and trying to get some laps in. As the leader is just going to cross the line now to finish lap 40. 110 to go.
One car they've been looking at all night, and I've been saying it, Ryan Rose is back up to P7 after getting involved in that last accident.
Yeah, fantastic run for him. Unfortunately, he's only back up to his starting position, but the stats don't always tell the whole picture. We've seen him up and down this field a couple of times. He's doing a great job of being able to grab those positions.
I feel like it's going to be kind of hard for him to get through Carter Dyson, Caleb Durgan, and Sean Johnson. Those 3 cars kind of have a good feeling of the lines here. Kind of covering that inside line.
I think at this point, the 78 car might just be waiting for something to happen. You know, give someone a little bump, get their nose in there, and let the 2 wide action happen in front of them, and hopefully you can just squeak on by. That's my strategy, at least.
It is a very good strategy. It can work out for you in the end.
Patience is a virtue in short track racing. As we see Robert Brobst getting onto the tail. This 5 car pack. Robert Brobst has been running really hard into the corners. A lot of entry speed. And seeing that hurt him a little bit. And, couple wall taps here and there on the exit of 2 and 4.
Caleb Durgan passing Sean Johnson for P4. Looks like Sean Johnson's going to stick to his outside, though. Carter Dyson might have a chance to sneak in there with him.
Sean Johnson got a big head of steam in the center of 3 and 4, but it didn't work out for him. He gave a big bump to the 33 just in an effort to get clear of Carter Dyson in that 15, and they have a little touch fender to fender. There's Sean Johnson still side by side with Carter Dyson. Not that far behind is Ryan Rose and Robert Brobst.
I'd say Ryan might try to sneak in there, steal that spot away from Sean Johnson. Sean Johnson's not in a good Good situation right here. Falling back
Not-
2 spots and maybe even more if Ryan Rose can stick his nose into that bumper of his.
I love watching Robert Brobst in these situations because you can see him just trying to push Ryan Rose in that 78 machine, just trying to push him up a little more, put some pressure on him, get him involved in this three-way battle that we're watching for P5. And
Looks like the Sean Johnson closes the door on Ryan Rose. Ryan Rose gets a little loose there, but Ryan Rose might have a run here going into 1 and 2. Ryan Rose sticks it in there. Oh, gets Sean Johnson a little loose. Ryan Rose up to P6. Robert gives Sean a little tap.
looks like a little bit of a netcode hit on my end, but the 5 car and the 32 car, everybody gets strained up again.
Sean Johnson falling back to P8. Not looking good for him right now.
Yeah, when you just get shuffled out of that inside line on these short tracks, you just move backwards. And Caleb Durgan was the first one to get out of that 5 car pack. And he's sitting pretty in P4 with a 3 car length gap to Carter Dyson in the 15. Looks like he made out the best out of that situation. He's +6 from his starting position. Shout out to Jackson Samsel in that 57 car as well. He is also up 6 spots in that P9 spot, holding off the 99 car of Logan Monteith, who is actually a lap down from him. So 99 is going to fight him pretty hard to try to make up that lap.
Take a little look here at Caleb Durgan. Started P10 all the way up to P4. Having a good night for him. Finished 4th in the heat race and running 4th right now in the main.
Great run. Yeah, I mean, like you said, sometimes being in a heat race can be a little bit advantageous. You get that extra bit of practice, you feel out the track, and you get to practice some inside moves, some outside moves. Learn where to put your car to get past and avoid those big gaggles. Sounds like a little bit of a wall scrape for someone further down in top 10.
We got a decent gap between 5th and 6th now. Looks like a half a corner.
It looks like Tyler Barnett has gotten the lead from Adam Lang in that 7 car.
Like Tyler's starting to pull away a little bit too. Adam might be struggling with tires here as Blake Hoppy goes into the inside of him.
Side by side for P2.
Stick it. Blake's going to be inside of Adam here. Blake gets it. Blake clears him.
Adam had a good run on the outside of 3 and 4, but not enough on 1 and 2, and Blake was able to get through and clear him. So they're exiting 4 now. Adam Lang still staying very close, but running a little bit high and running a little wide. That's costing him some time. So yeah, Adam Lang must be suffering from a little bit of tire wear on lap 61 of 150.
Looks like a solid lead by Tyler Barnett here. He's pulling away a little bit. Got about a 2nd lead over Blake Hoppy.
Blake Hoppy doing slightly faster lap times. Oh, as I say that, Tyler Barnett responds with a lap that's 1/10 faster than previous with that 1885. Blake with an 1884. So now we're just about even. I imagine Tyler is in tire preservation mode, just trying to run clean laps, hit his marks, extend that gap as much as possible.
Looks like Caleb Durgan's getting a little impatient there at 4th, wanting 3rd from Adam Lang.
Yeah, that 7 car must really be suffering from tire wear. His last lap was a 19:06. $18.90 this time around, so a little bit of improvement. But that 33 car is right on the tail of Adam Lang in the 7. As Adam gets a rear fender full of wall. Now they're side by side out of turn 2. 7's got the high side, 30, and 7 can clear him. 33 is going to stick it in the low, try to get the run off of turn 4. Not close enough this time.
Coming through the field, but is he using too many tires?
I think there's a lot of hard running out there. .33 car all over the rear fender of Adam Lang in that 7. As Caleb gets to his inside. 7 car's got the run on the outside as Carter Dyson's gonna stick his nose into this battle as well. Amazing battle for P3 right now.
I think we got a good battle for P7 right here. Robert Bropes and Sean Johnson. Sean Johnson or Robert's inside. Looks like Sean's going to take it away from Robert. Robert's still on the outside, though.
Sean Johnson has been running side by side this entire race, it feels like. This man needs to settle down, get single file, and save some tires. But
that's not how Sean Johnson rolls.
That's not how Moon Pie runs. Robert Brope's doing a great job to close that gap. Let's check in with the battle for P4. Caleb Durgan just sticking his nose in on turn 1.
Looks like we're going to have some lap traffic from Matthew Miller. As he just gets lapped. Might have a interesting addition to the battle for P3. Oh, looks like Adam's going to be forced down low a little bit.
That may have actually helped Adam in blocking the high line from Caleb Durgan there in the 33. As the battle for P4 clears the lapped car of the number 17, that's Matthew Miller. The 33 car diving on the inside of turn 3 and 4. Is he going to get the run? 7 cars got the good exit. He's running a little higher, but he's able to keep that momentum and loop it around the outside, and 7 takes the position back, but 33 is going to stick it inside again in 3 and 4. And they're still side by side, just about even. 7 cars going to clear him on the outside. And 33 is going to do it again. Lots of side-by-side running, and these guys are really going to wear their tires. 33 car is going to have quite a time at the end of this race. As we round...
I don't mean to cut you off here, but Tyler Barnett, a few laps ago, did make contact with the 45 car Marshall Duggan as he was lapping him. Tyler might have some damage here, and might affect his long run.
Wow, yeah, it looks like that left front fender of Tyler Barnett is just a little crinkled up. Doesn't seem to be affecting his lap times too much. The last lap was an 18:97.
Looks like Caleb Durgan here goes to the bottom. The 7 car of Adam. See if Caleb can stick it in here.
96 car of Anthony Cangalosi a lap down. He's gonna run the top line to give the leaders free air. Tyler Barnett running into this side-by-side battle for P12, excuse me, 13, between Clifton Simmons and Jackson Samsel.
But Tyler's kind of running through this field right now.
Lap down cars are doing a great job of being respectful and not making too much of a problem for the leaders just yet. As Blake Hoppy in the 23 car gets by in that second position. Just Clifton Simmons to get through in that 38 car. As the 99 car of Logan Monteith is going to enter pit lane. Looks like he's got some steering damage as well. Taking his fast repair and pit stop from that earlier incident we saw Logan get involved in.
Looks like we're lapping quite a bit of the field. All the way up to P12 are now a lap down. Only 11 cars back on the lead lap.
Now we're looking at the fight for P3. Caleb Durgan still trying to bring it to Adam Lang in that 7 car.
I feel like there's been a battle for P3 all night.
Absolutely. They've been going side by side, and Caleb has been running super hard just to try to get in Adam's head a little bit and make him miss his marks, but Adam's doing a great job defending that position. As we .33 is gonna send it in turn 3, but the 7 car knows exactly how high to run to get a great launch out of these corners and just maintain that momentum to clear the inside.
Don't mean to cut you off here, but we got Blake Hoppy going for the lead from Tyler Barnett. Little battle for the lead right now. Tyler Barnett on the outside. Blake Hoppy's running that inside line.
Tyler doing a great job.
Keeping it there.
Yeah.
Tyler's keeping it there with that left front damage. Oh, Tyler Barnett loses it. Caution is out.
Oh, that is unfortunate for Tyler. Let's see if we can grab a quick replay of that. Oh, it looks like Tyler lost it on his own. I didn't see any contact there. That is very unfortunate.
An unfortunate time for Tyler.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe Tyler is going to get an EOL for causing a caution now. Looks like he's had a bit of a mishap trying to get down to the pit lane.
Tyler is struggling a little bit right now.
It's all coming apart.
It is.
That was a great run, but can't let one mistake lead into another.
No, you cannot.
5 cars.
Tyler will be getting a EOL this restart due to
as I suspected,
bringing caution out.
5 cars also going to take this opportunity to take tires, and I believe a fast repair by the looks of it. And that leaves Blake Hoppy in the lead for the restart.
Should we bring Blake Hoppy in here for a little interview?
Sure, go for it.
Blake Hoppy, this is Brady Powers in the booth. You got a copy? Blake Hoppy, Brady Powers in the booth. You got a copy? Like Blake is having some issues right there.
Oh, well, he's got bigger things to focus on than to talk to us. He's got to
This is a
focus
true
on this
statement.
restart. As the cars form up, double file once again, and the lights go out on the pace car. Got Blake Hoppy in that 23 car starting from the pole on the outside. Jared Merchant in the 2 car starting on his inside. Second row is Adam Lang and Chase Barry in the 11 car. Followed by Carter
Chase
Dyson
Berry
and Ryan
coming
Rose.
back.
Chase Barry is another one that has been up and down this field several times, it seems. Got caught in an early incident. As the green flag comes out, 23 car gets a great launch, but I don't think he cleared the 2 just yet. There it is as the 7 car tries to get on the outside fender of the 2 car. 7 car is going to run that second lane. Looks like it's working for him on the exit of turn 4.
Chase Berry not getting a good restart here.
A little bit tough of a restart for Chase Berry, but he's side by side with Carter Dyson now. Carter Dyson going to get that extra momentum off the high side of turn 4. But Chase Berry's going to be able to send it deep onto the inside of turn 1, and that looks like it's going to work out for him. The 78 of Ryan Rose is trying to pick a side to follow, trying to see who's a little bit faster and who will help him clear a position. It looks like he's going to take the outside with Carter Dyson. Side by side with the 11 cars, Carter Dyson clears. 78 and 11 side by side. Ryan Rose on the outside gets that extra run. Just about clears the 11 car on the exit. And unfortunately for Chase Barry, here comes the 33 of Caleb Durgan again. Chase Barry having a tough restart this time around. Lap 99.
Dropping all the way back to P7.
That is tough.
Not what you want to see from a restart.
Looks like the tire wear really got to some of these guys, especially
we have
on
a battle for
restart.
P3 here. Oh,
Yellow flag out. Looks like the 5 car is stopped the wrong way at the start-finish line. Let's see if we can pull up a replay of that. Five car is going to try to get on the inside of the 57 of Jackson Samsel. And, oh, just a little bit, a little touch, door-to-door contact on the exit of turn 4, and that's going to spin the 5 car around.
looks like not much damage to the front bumper of him there. Didn't hit the inside wall too hard there.
Luckily, it seemed like he had it slowed down in the spin before he hit the wall, so hopefully no damage. I do believe that Robert Brobst has used his fast repair already. So hopefully nothing too rough there that you can't handle.
Looks like the caution is going to be ruled a racing incident.
I agree with that.
Are being handed out here.
That's a fair call from race control Jacob Bradley. He 57 car was just taking his line on the outside, and 5 car was trying to get a little bit of an extra run. Just took 1 inch too many. Got into each other's doors. Unfortunate incident, but again, that's short track racing. It's a full contact sport out there.
Oh, yes, it is.
Just about 2/3 of the way through this 150 lap feature race. Blake Hoppy once again gonna restart from the pole this time around. Adam Lang doing a great job to defend that P2 position. I think he's gonna start struggling with some tire wear.
I think we're gonna see that a lot here in the later going of the race. We have just about 45 laps to go. I see some struggling with tire wear, especially going off into those marbles on the outside.
And we'll take this opportunity to thank ReScreened LLC for supporting our league and this broadcast. ReScreened LLC provides pool enclosures and lanais in the Southwest Florida area. Big thanks to David White and ReScreened for supporting us as the title sponsor of the Backmarkers ReScreened LLC Regional Late Model Tour. This is round 1 at North Wilkesboro. Thanks again to David White and ReScreened LLC for supporting us and putting on this awesome show. Had a great turnout today, and this is just shaking up to be an awesome race as Blake Hoppy and Adam Lang line up side by side. 23 car on the outside, 7 car in the inside. Carter Dyson is looking racy back there as the pace car peels off into the pit lane, and the 7 car gets a jump. The 23 car does not start off of the restart and falls back into almost 3rd position. He's outside of the 2 car. Jared Merchant is gonna move up into that 2nd spot on the inside of turn 3 and 4. Adam Lang is gonna get an awesome jump and just that little bit of a breather that he needed to cool down those tires and extend his run here, as Blake Hoppy is going to fall almost to 4th place as Ryan Rosen, that 78 car, is doing everything he can. Oh, and Adam Lang is going to stop. He's stopping on track.
He might have gotten a black flag from that restart.
Oh, no. That's not what you want to see. Adam Lang in
that
the
leaves
pit lane.
Jared Merchant up to P1.
Wow.
I haven't seen much of him tonight, but here he is, P1 after a lucky black flag from someone else.
Jared Merchant.
Blake Hopp not getting a good restart.
Jared Merchant in that 2 car is up 8 positions. Started P9. Amazing stuff. Blake Hoppy in that 2nd spot.
I know I've been talking about it all night. Ryan Rhodes up to P3 from 7th.
Ryan Rose has put on an awesome show tonight. He's been moving up and down the field all over the place, but he seems to be a very patient driver, and he knows when to make the moves and let the race come to him. And he's another one of the new faces in our Backmarkers League. Jared Merchant as well. Caleb Durgan, Chase Barry, BJ Sheldon, Matthew Miller, and Marshall Dugan. Welcome to all the new faces in this Backmarker League. They're putting on an awesome show for us. This Backmarkers ReScreened LLC Regional Late Model Tour at North Wilkesboro. 23 car is going to send it on the inside of Jared Merchant. Just about going to take that position. The inside of 3 and 4. Jared Merchant gets a good run, holds his momentum in that 2nd lane, but it's not quite enough, and Blake Hoppy's just going to be able to take that position. And Ryan Rose in that 78 car is helping Blake along. Looking to give him a push.
Ryan Rose is going to try to sneak in here with Blake Hoppy to overtake Jared Merchant, moving back to P3. And there he goes back to P2. Back to P3. Ryan Rose going to push it into them there on inside.
Some incredible
Looks like we might even have Caleb Durgan go in the inside of Jared Merchant here. Caleb's going to move it in. 3 and 4. Inside. Jared moves up track, and that is an easy overtake for Caleb Durgan.
Not where you want to be for the 2 car of Jared Merchant, but good job to this top 3 here. Blake Hoppy is able to corral everybody into a single lane, and Ryan Rose helped him get by Jared Merchant, and Jared Merchant's just going to slot into that 4th position, about 2 car lengths back from Caleb Durgan in P3. And 78 and 23 are side by side. Ryan Rose, his patience is up. He wants to go. And there's only about 30 laps left in this race. He knows it's go time.
Let's see, Ryan Rose has had a good strategy tonight. May have not been the strategy that he wanted to do, but it has worked out for him. Ryan Rose to the inside of Blake Hoppy here. Ryan Rose will almost clear himself. Got a bumper on him. Ryan Rose into 1 and 2 here. And looks like he clears him. Blake Hoppy, nothing he can do about that. Maybe go to the inside of him on 3 and 4. Blake Hoppy sticks it in there on 3 and 4. Blake Hoppy is still there. Ryan Rose trying to hold on to it on the outside lane. Looks like Blake Hoppy's going to back out of it here. Ryan Rose with an easy P1.
Ryan Rose in that 78 car does a great job of moving lanes at the perfect time to both give himself a great run and block the momentum of the car behind. As you saw, he was going deep onto the inside of turn 1 and 2, and then trying to take that second lane in 3 and 4 just to preserve that momentum and give him that good run out onto the start-finish straight.
We have Chase Berry on the inside of Jared Merchant here for a battle for P6.
Quite a gaggle of cars here on the lead lap. 11 car Chase Berry side by side with the 2 of Jared Merchant.
It looks like the 2 cars are struggling with tires here a little bit. He has fallen back a lot.
I think you might be right, as he's side by side with the 6 car of Dade Grajewski. Dade is a lap down currently. Fighting hard, a little bit of a blink there. As we see the former leader.
Dade is 2 laps down.
Okay. Here comes the former leader, the 13 car of Tyler Barnett, moving through the field in that 7th position.
Tyler might be on fresh tires here. He might have the advantage over everybody else.
I think he is on fresh tires, and I think Robert Brobst on the 5 car is also in fresh tires. Might be cooking them up a little bit, sliding into that inside lane, getting around the 2 car of Jared Merchant. And a little kiss of the wall for good measure.
Looks like Ryan Rose has a pretty easy lead here. Almost the same lead that he had in the Heat 1 event. As we cross the line here for lap 126 out of 150. 25 to go.
But P2 is still not settled. Blake Hoppy in that 23 car riding the outside. And the 33 of Caleb Durgan, it looks like it got into the door of Blake. Just a little bit of a rub. Move him out of the way, show him who's boss, and take that position. Wham bam, thank you ma'am.
That's not good for Blake Hoppy either, as Logan Monteith goes in the inside. Logan Monteith is, I believe, 3 laps down, but still running to try to get his laps back. Sean Johnson also going to be there on the inside of Blake Hoppy. Into 1. Looks like he will send it in there. Blake has nowhere to go on the outside lane. Sean Johnson
is just
still on the
backwards.
inside. They're about even.
Sean Johnson once again finds himself side by side for the millionth time this race. And just about clears the 23 of Blake Hoppy. Blake got stuck on the outside for quite some time. But it looks like he might have cooked his tires as well.
Looks like same thing happened to Jared Merchant earlier in this run. And it just pushes you back and back and back until you're the end of the field.
Yep, once your tires wear, you get pushed to that outside line. You get shuffled back, and there's nothing you can do about it, it seems. You just don't have the tire to get back up there. As we see Blake Hoppy in the 23 getting a little bit closer to the 11 car of Chase Berry, but not being able to do much about it. Let's switch on back over to our leader. Ryan J. Rose in that 78 machine has a 1.5 second lead on Caleb Durgan right now. seeing some pretty close lap times. The leader did an 1880. Caleb in P2 did an 1887. And Sean Johnson in P3 did an 1883. So everybody's within a few hundredths of one another. Carter Dyson in P4 doing almost exactly the same time as the leader.
We only have 10 more cars on the lead lap here. Very unfortunate, but it is racing.
That's
Tyler
short
Barnett got a
tracks.
lot of those lap cars down. Looks like Ryan Rose up to a 1.5 second lead here. It's going to be hard for Caleb Durgan to come back through this. Get up to Ryan.
I agree. I think Caleb spent a little too much tire going side by side so often, but P2 is nothing to sneeze at. It's a great show from the top three, and the caution comes out. Looks like Jared Merchant got involved. Stopped.
Like Jared Merchant and Anthony Cangalosi.
That's not what you want to see.
Anthony Cangalosi locks him up, gets a little loose on entry, and collects Jared Merchant with him. Matthew Miller also involved into the wreck. This is going to make things interesting here as we're going to bring the field all back together.
Just catching a quick replay of Anthony Cangalosi. I'm unclear if this is the incident that brought out the caution flag. See if we can jump back here. Looking at the 2 car with Anthony Cangalosi in the 96. Yep, just as you said it, Brady. 96 car locked him up. The 96 and the 2 come together. Sounds like an engine was blown. So I think that 96 car is going to take a tow. If I'm not mistaken, he already used his fast repair, so that might be night over for the 96 car of Anthony Cangalosi. Two car manages to get it rolling. Comes down onto pit lane. Gonna grab his fast repair and probably a set of tires if he still has it. Unfortunately, drop lap down.
Now, see, this is a race that I like to see. Looks like we're going to have about 10 laps to go here at the line. Some close racing, I feel like, is going to be between Ryan Rose and Caleb Durgan. Also, with Sean Johnson starting P3. You know, he likes his 2 wide racing around here. You know, we're not going to get enough of it on this restart. Also, Tyler Barnett up to P5 after being wrecked.
Wow, Tyler doing a great job to move back up the field after that earlier self-spin about halfway through the race. I wasn't sure he had enough laps to make it back through, but he's getting...
Here he is.
Here he is, yeah. He's doing it. Very impressive run from Tyler Barnett in that 13 machine. As with Ryan Rosen, that's 78. Currently in the lead as the lights on the pace car go out. The field's going to form up side by side once again. And we are going to start lap 142. This is going to be a quick 9-lap run to the checkered flag.
Gonna be a quick here green flag. And there it is. Ryan Rose gets a good jump here. Caleb Durgan falling back a little bit. Looks like Caleb Durgan's going to slot it in here for P2. Carter Dyson gets pushed to the outside. Sean Johnson, P3 for now. Carter Dyson still on his outside. Sean
But
Johnson's gonna
Tyler.
set it in there, maybe get clear. There's Tyler Barnett.
Oh, a big
we've got a
stack
caution.
up. Chaos in turn 3 and 4. I'm not sure what precipitated that one. Let's see if
The
we
looks
can
of it for me,
grab a quick replay here.
looks like Chase Berry gets turned here.
Chase Berry, let's see if we can pull on. Oh, and that freeze frame right there, the 38 car just gets underneath the rear wheels of the 11, and oh, big stack up 99. The 7 cars involved, the 6 of Dade Grajewski, the 72. Oh wow, the half of the field got involved with that one, and that was heartbreaking. Insult to injury for Logan Monteith in that 99 car. He's been taking hits all day. Unfortunate run there. Let's grab some live pictures again under caution. The pace car is going to come around to start lap 145. 99 car is going to pull into the pit lane, get some damage repaired.
Interesting situation we've got going on here. We've got about 4 laps to go here. Gonna be taking the green flag. Ryan Rose starting P1, Caleb Durgan P2, Sean Johnson P3, Carter Dyson P4, Tyler Barnett P5.
And don't forget, we're going to have one attempt at a green-white checker, should it come to it. And at this rate, as we all know, cautions breed cautions. So we might see that green-white checker come out sooner rather than later. Ryan Rose in P1 is currently up 6 positions. If you remember earlier tonight, he won the heat race that set the grid and got him into that P7 grid slot. He's managed to keep his nose clean thus far and run some good laps. As the lights go out on the pace car and everybody forms up side by side once again. 33 car is going to do a little bit of tire warming, try to get in the head of the 78 car. Show them you're crazy, that's what I always say.
78 car is up 6 spots, but the 33 car up 8 spots to P2 from P10.
Super impressive.
Finished 4th in the heat. And here we go.
Top
Pace
2.
car's going to turn down here. Green flag. Brian Rose is going to get a good lead here. Caleb Durgan still on his outside. Going to try to slot in. Maybe even Caleb's going to try to go for the outside. Cannot do it. He's going to slot in here. Maybe go for the inside. Little touch. Caleb's on the inside of Ryan. So we got a battle for the lead here.
A little rub to move him up the track, but 78 uses that to his advantage and gets better momentum out of turn 4. But 33's got the inside line in 1 and 2. They're still side by side on the back stretch. 78 is going to enter pretty deep on the second line there.
Caleb Durgan and take it from him.
The
Ryan Rose is
switcheroo.
going to switch his job.
Oh, that was so close. 78 diving super deep into turn 1. Trying to take that outside line. Almost gets to the bumper of the 33, but not quite. And the white flag is out. 33 takes the win. Caleb Durgan is your winner of the BMR World Classic presented by Team 53. This is round 1 at North Wilkesboro. Caleb Durgan takes it up 9 spots. What a performance. What a show from all of these drivers. Amazing stuff. So Caleb's going to pull onto the start finish. Give us some well-deserved victory donuts. Awesome. Awesome stuff. can we talk to Caleb tonight? Is he? Does not seem Caleb is available for an interview, but let's see.
I do not see him. Not even seeing Ryan Rose. Oh, there's Caleb. Just found him with the Evil Empire Sim Sport crew. Let's see if we can pull him in here and talk to him about his win tonight.
Go for it.
Caleb, this is Brady Powers in the booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Caleb, wonderful performance tonight.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it.
Yes, sir. You know, up 9 spots from P10 where you started. Finished 4th in the heat race. How did that heat race go for you?
Yeah, in qual we just slacked back a little. I mean, we were really quick in practice, and then qual we kind of misaligned. And the heat, I knew I really didn't have to save tires, but I should, probably save them a decent amount and just keep my nose clean. I knew we'd have a good piece in the feature, and as long as we stayed patient, I knew we would have been at least a top 5 car.
Yeah, I definitely saw some good sends on you. Going on some cars right there. Going on some aggressive cars, actually. And this is a good move there at the end to get the lead. Anything you would like to say tonight?
Yeah, I mean, it was an awesome race. I mean, this is I think, my 5th ever racing these, and I mean, I'm racing against a great group of people, and I'm still learning. So if I pulled anything a little too aggressive, my apologies. I'm still learning, but I did my best to stay off from people, but also be somewhat aggressive and make passes.
Yeah, you did a great job of doing passes. Jay, you got anything to say to Caleb tonight?
Congrats, Caleb. That was an awesome win, an awesome run. I saw a lot of lane switching from you and a few of the other guys as well. But tell me about tires. How are you able to save it all to the end and just have that little bit of extra speed for that last lap?
Man, if you want to know the truth, I'm new to this whole asphalt deal. I'm mostly a dirt racer, but I was kind of told on how to save tires, so I did the best of my abilities to do it. I don't know how good I did at it, but I tried my best, and I knew I should have started pushing at the end with like 25 to go, and that yellow really saved me. I don't think I would have caught him if it wasn't for that yellow or had any shot at the win.
Either way, that was an awesome run. Congrats on the win again, and welcome to the Backmarkers League as well. You're a new face and a win in round 1 on your debut. That was awesome,
Yes,
and race 5 in a late model, no less. So yeah,
Yep.
Congrats. Anybody else you want to shout out?
Yeah, Durgity Performance Chassis, that's my little dirt team, SJP. JD's Tape and Painting, Valley View Firewood, Evil Empire Sim Sport for taking me on. You guys for putting on the broadcast. Everyone in this race, I mean, it was an awesome race. Loads of fun. Can't wait for next week.
Awesome. I'm glad you had fun, and congrats again.
Thanks, man.
Do we have access to Mr. Ryan Rhodes, the 2nd place finisher in tonight's race?
Yes, we do. I'll go ahead and drag him on in here.
Fantastic.
Ryan Rose, this is Brady Powers in booth. You got a copy?
Yes, I do.
Ryan, beautiful performance tonight. I had my money on you all race. Couldn't stop talking about you. You started up front, got pushed to the back out of some bad luck there, but here you
Yeah,
are back at the front at the
I
end.
don't know what happened. I think I got dumped and just, yeah, I don't know. But great race. I mean, I'm just shocked that I finished here because first race with you guys, that was really fun.
Looks like you're having a good time out there. I'd love finishing P2. I don't know about you, but
Yeah,
P2 finish is not too bad for first
I
race
wanted
here
to
at
win.
Backmarkers.
oh, I wanted to win. That would have been really cool. But good race of Brady, and yeah, I felt really comfortable at the end there.
It looks like you were comfortable in there. Jay, you got anything to say to Ryan Rose?
Awesome. Yeah, awesome run. Congrats on your P2, but and congrats on your heat race win as well. Brady and I were going back and forth debating the merits of being in the heat race versus qualifying out of it, but you definitely looked like you used your heat race practice to
Yeah.
great avail. So, any moves that you practiced in that heat race that worked for you in the race?
Leading.
That's a good one to
But-
practice always.
Yeah. But no, I just being consistent, leading, not really anything, but
Yeah, extra laps, getting extra practice, hitting those marks, and keeping your cool. Anybody you want to shout out real quick?
just the people that got me into here, like my mom, my dad, you know, they got me into racing and they've kept me going through this, so
Nice. Well, thanks, Mom and Dad, and you as well. Welcome to the Backmarkers League. This is one of your first races as well, so it's great to see all these new entrants to our league being so competitive straight out of the gate in round one. And congrats on that P2, Ryan. And do we have access to Mr. Moon Pie Sean Johnson as well?
Yes, we do. I'll bring him on in here.
Cool.
Sean Johnson. Brady Powers of the booth. You got a copy?
I got you.
Sean, beautiful performance tonight. Love seeing that car running around that track. This is a beautiful car you got. But P3 to finish off the night. How are you feeling about that?
I'm feeling really good about that. We got a good long race with a lot of long runs and tight racing in those runs. I think races that go green for a long time, benefit me a little more because I don't tend to have the single lap speed, and it was just really fun to have a race where I could put it all together and get a finish.
Yeah, awesome job out there. Saw you passing a few cars. You were really working that inside lane. But also I saw you on the outside working too. Which lane did you prefer out there tonight?
1 and 2, I think the outside was a little bit stronger, but it really benefits if you can go in high in 1 and then exit low on 2. But in 3 and 4, I really had to stay on the bottom unless someone was just pretty slow on that line.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I had mentioned that I think you were side by side for more laps than not, pretty much. Like every time we looked at you, you were either on the outside of someone or on the inside of someone, just racing wheel to wheel, racing real hard, and above all, racing with respect. I didn't see any touches from anybody. So awesome work. How did you keep those tires alive running side by side as long as you did?
Honestly, I think moving side by side kind of helped because, like, if I was on the
Interesting.
outside, I was burning more of the right rear, and when I got on the inside, I'd be burning the right front. So it kind of kept the car pretty neutral. Even after that big long run, I think my tires were at like 47, 59. So the car was still handling decently neutral. It really
Wow.
really
nice.
didn't get too far tight or loose. It was nice.
Yeah, if you're gonna burn it up, make sure it's burning up at the same rate.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, well done. Congrats on that P3. And anybody else you want to shout out real quick?
Not particularly. I know, Carter and I had some really good close racing. So, he thanked me after the race because it was just we could really go at each other while keeping the cars clean.
Now that's some good sportsmanship. Thanking the other drivers. Oh man. Well, good talking to you, Moon Pie. Thanks for stopping by, and congrats on that P3 again. And I'll go ahead and drop you back in other chat. And yeah, what a race. Let's your top 5 once again. The 33 car in first place, Caleb Durgan, followed by Ryan J. Rose, Sean Johnson in P3, Carter Dyson P4, and Tyler Barnett P5, rounding out that top 5. Tyler Barnett was another one who was leading for a long time, had a bit of an issue there in turn 3 and 4, and couldn't hang on to it, but still great recovery for him. Robert Bropes, P6. Blake Hoppy, P7. Jackson Samsel, P8. Clifton Simmons, P9. Jared Merchant, P10. Followed by BJ Sheldon, Dade Grajewski, Adam Kalufa, Logan Monteith, Anthony Cangelosi, Chase Barry, Matthew Miller, and Adam Lang. And rounding out that 19th spot is Marshall Duggan. Well, Brady, that was an epic race. This was a fantastic start to the season, and any closing thoughts there?
It was just an awesome race. Great race to start the season off. I feel like this season is going to be a good one with all this tight racing that we had tonight here at North Wilkesboro.
A lot of tight racing and a lot of variety in the schedule this season. Please come back next week. Join us at South Boston for the Vitesse Shootout, 125 laps. It's going to be a good one. We're going to see a lot more of this short track action, some beating and banging. And yeah, oh man, what a race. This is so much fun. Shout out to everybody in the YouTube chat. Thanks for hanging out. We got Jonathan and Mark Cofield, Taylor Andrews, Bali Civic, Matthew Miller jumping in there as well. Thanks everybody for hanging out. And I think that's going to be a wrap on our BMR World Classic presented by Team 53. That's round one of the Backmarkers ReScreened LLC Regional Late Model Tour. Thanks everybody for watching. Come back same time next week for South Boston, and we'll see you then. Bye everybody.